Welcome to exclusive coverage of the Les Schwab Classy Chassis Parade on the NCWLIFE Channel. Today's broadcast is made possible by these fine sponsors: Collins Fashions, The Walkabout Grill, the Antique Mall at Cashmere, Arctic Refrigeration and Heating, Merry Maids, Caldwell Banker Levine, Club Crow Bar and Grill, Apple Valley Honda, the Highlander Golf Course, Boswell's Home Furnishings, East Wenatchee Mobile Storage, and Weinstein Beverage. And now let's go live to the campus of Local Telecommunications on Grant Road in East Wenatchee. Alongside Brent Crowder, here's NCWLIFE Channel's Grant Olson.
Hello and welcome everyone to Classy Chassis 2019, and of course it corresponds with the 100th anniversary of the Washington State Apple Blossom Festival. I'm Grant Olson along with Brent Crowder from Town Toyota. Brent, it is great to have you along. Second year in a row now.
Yeah, you guys asked me back. I can't believe that.
You didn't think you'd get asked back?
No, I thought that you guys fired me.
Well, it's a lot of fun, and I know you're a car guy. I'm kind of a car guy, even though you know more than I do, but this is a big event and it's a lot of fun. People everywhere here tonight, Brent.
What could you ask for? You got beautiful weather tonight.
Man.
It's absolutely gorgeous. People have been socked into the houses for the last month and a half. It's been so cold outside.
That's right.
So today is the first real nice day we get out and see some cool cars.
And we have some great coverage tonight too. Not only do we have the camera that's on us here, we have a street camera on the sidewalk. We have our giant drone that will be up in the air flying around, and Eric Granstrom, he will be mobile on the street during Classy Chassis tonight. We do have a mic on his camera, and that's going to be a lot of fun too, Brent. He's going to be able to actually talk to some drivers as they make their way down the road, and then they can tell us about their car, because who is more passionate about a car than the owner of that car?
And some of these cars, these guys have years and years of labor and love, in these cars. So yeah, they want to tell you all about it.
Absolutely. Can you believe this is the 34th annual Classy Chassis? Do you remember all of them, Brent?
I remember 1985.
I know you're not that old.
Yeah, I remember 1985, only a couple hours, and that was it. Was it 1985? I can't remember.
That's kind of as the Apple Blossom was in general back then, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And you were telling me earlier how hot it was that year, right?
1985, I remember everybody walked out of there with blisters. I mean, the weather was so beautiful that day.
Wow.
So yeah, it was a great day.
Well, we're going to see all kinds of cars. We're going to see Mustangs. We're going to see Camaros. We're going to see Corvettes and all kinds of cars out here today. That's for sure. Eric, across the street once again, and you can hear that, can't you?
Yeah.
That's great. We're going to get to talk to some drivers this year, and that's going to be a lot of fun. So sit back, relax, and enjoy this beautiful coverage of the Classy Chassis here from East Wenatchee. And great to have you along tonight.
Thanks, Grant.
We're going to do this some more here in the coming years, too, hopefully.
Yeah, we'll get a few more years of practice, and we'll do a little better.
Absolutely. We've got Rachel on camera, also Jessica and Eric Granstrom and Marion out on the street as my daughter Sydney is here. Boy, the crowd's here. How's that changed over the years, Brent?
Well, I don't know. You have more families out here nowadays than we did back then. I don't think we don't have the crowd right now. I think the people are still pouring in right now. So let's come back to that in about an hour. We'll look at the crowds and we'll see how we do.
Well, and a little bit earlier start this year too. I think the last few years it's been 6:30, 6 o'clock the start time tonight. I think that just gives families a little better chance to maybe enjoy the night after this is over. It usually lasts about an hour, hour and a half, something like that.
Yep.
So, in a beautiful night like this, boy, there's a lot going on too after this. Don't all the cars then go to the park, right? Eastmont Park?
They go to the park. A lot of them like to go cruise around to the food fair over in Wenatchee. I know I had a 74 Ford Bronco in here a couple years and a 64 Chevelle in, and we always got together over at the Wenatchee, cruised around up and down the avenue still. Not like we did back in high school, but we didn't go home till about 10 o'clock that night. Everybody had a good time.
That's awesome. And the parade route goes down Grant Road, takes a right turn on North Valley or Valley Mall Parkway, right?
Yep.
Heads down that way, and I think it ends down at the PUD somewhere, almost that far down Valley Mall.
Right there at 7-Eleven, I believe.
Oh, it's 7-Eleven, the four-way stop.
Yeah, right there.
Yeah. And, we won't even see the crowd that's on Valley Mall Parkway, and that's a sizable crowd down that way,
Well, you got to remember, you got a few restaurants, and I believe a few places
couple
where
of
you can get
taverns
something
on
to
the
drink.
way. Yeah, right.
So pretty popular place
I think
sometimes.
I've been there a few times watching this parade.
Well, when the weather's like this, yeah, you tend to mosey on down that way. So,
well, we've had a lot of wind tonight. It's a little bit less. We've had a pretty windy week around here, but things things are sure greening up nicely around the Wenatchee Valley, but isn't the old story, Brent, from the old timers, until the snow is off Mission Ridge, the wind's going to blow here in the spring?
Yeah, and that's about right on, too. It really is. Once in a while we get lucky and it doesn't take that long, but it probably will this year. But a beautiful, look at the view.
Oh, it's absolutely gorgeous. It really is. Everything just looks great right now around the area. And I do want to remind folks that we will be broadcasting, of course, the Milk Growers Grand Parade right here live on the NCWLIFE Channel. Our coverage will begin tomorrow morning at 10:30. The parade begins at 11. And this being the 100th anniversary of the Apple Blossom Festival, I believe there's something in the line of 60-some former royalty that will be back for this parade, and they will lead off the parade, and it should be just a fantastic day and a lot of people in Wenatchee tomorrow.
Yeah, it should be a good day.
And the Grand Marshals are the great-grandsons of Susan Wagner, who began the Apple Blossom Festival back in 1919. She is from New Zealand. They are from New Zealand. Darcy Christopherson flew them out here, and they will be the Grand Marshals, the great-great-grandsons of the originator of the Apple Blossom Festival. How cool is that?
That's awesome. You know, I was looking back. Oh, and here comes the parade now as we speak here. What do we got coming down?
It's the Boy Scouts of America Troop 89 Color Guard to lead things off, and there is that fantastic drone shot that we're going to be using a lot here tonight. Doesn't get any better than that, does it? Using that drone, it just gives you an idea of what we're seeing, and it's just very cool.
Makes our job easy.
It really does make it easy. We've got a couple of bands coming your way tonight. The Eastmont High School Jazz Band will be performing. Also, Eastmont School District Mariachi Band. We don't hear as much about them as we do the Wenatchee Mariachi Band, but we will hear from the Eastmont Mariachis as well. We'll see the Apple Blossom Festival Junior Royalty. They will be here tonight, and much, much more as you see the Boy Scouts of America Troop 89 Color Guard heading by us right now. And we do want to thank Les Schwab right behind them. They are the sponsor of this Classy Chassis Parade, and a lot of this wouldn't happen without our sponsor, Les Schwab.
You got to give a hats off to those guys. Beautiful rig coming down the road, showing off all their wheels, showing off what they can do for your cars and your hot rods out there, and great looking rig.
So Les Schwab, as I mentioned, one of the big sponsors here of the Apple Blossom Festival this year. Also brought to you by the Antique Mall of Cashmere, 15,000 square feet to explore. Come find your treasure at the Antique Mall at Cashmere. Also brought to you tonight by Apple Valley Honda, where all new Hondas come with a lifetime warranty. So behind the Les Schwab trailer is the VFW Post 3617. And this is the emotional part of this Classy chassis, and it's something that I think is very important, don't you?
Grant, I think it's fantastic, and I got to tell you a little story behind this. At the church that I go to here in Wenatchee, Grace City, we were informed that every year for the Apple Blossom Parade that there are more banners than there are people that can carry them during the parade.
And that touches home, doesn't it?
It does big time, and so I encourage everybody that if they have some time and they want to go out there and they want to help out, to maybe check into it and carry one of these banners, because there actually is. There's a lot that doesn't get carried down the parade, and I think they all should be honored.
And what these banners represent are Washington residents, right? That lost their lives in conflicts over I don't know how many years, but it is Washington residents, and it's being remembered by all of the people here. Like I said, we've done this every year since then. I think I see a Priest Lake, Idaho. There might be a few just out of state, but close to the Pacific Northwest.
Absolutely. It's crazy to see all these out here, and you want to stand up for them and salute them and give them all the honor that they deserve.
Boy, and everybody here is too. It's just everybody's very respectful.
It is. It's very silent. Yeah, the crowd, everything is kind of gone down a little bit, and it's very quiet actually.
And I think we'll be quiet for a second too as they make their way by. Right behind them, a few military vehicles, as you might expect to follow. That Jeep right there, well, we haven't seen it yet. It's the Jeep in the front. They're waving right now. That's the same kind of Jeep we used on our farm to spray our wheat with. We had booms in a tank in the back of that.
Try finding one today.
And they restored all three of these from right down to their frames.
And your name?
Bobby Winningham. We're from Mellingsburg, Washington.
Awesome. Thanks for being here.
Yes. Thanks for having us.
Fantastic. 1945. I'm pretty sure that's probably the Jeep we had on our farm. My twin brother and I both had a Jeep. We both had 60-foot booms on the back, and we'd just go spraying those things, open-air Jeep.
And try finding one today. You can't do it.
That's right. You can't.
And they're more popular today than they've ever been.
It's a 1945 Willys, military built.
This is fantastic. Who do you have with you today?
Olson Winningham, myself, Josh Winningham, Alexia
our
Winningham,
daughter,
and Lucas Winningham.
Hey, Luke, say hi to the TV.
Thanks for being here, guys.
Another Jeep right behind that, a 1945 Willie. You'd love to have one, you said, Brent?
I'd get in trouble.
Yeah, I think we would too.
No, they're just cool rigs. You know, they've never been my type of Jeep, but today they're getting harder and harder to find, and there's not very many people alive that used to drive those back in 1945. They're slowly disappearing.
It's a 51.
51.
The first year they made this, M37.
And your name?
Ken Williamson.
Ken Williamson, thank you.
You betcha.
This truck passing in front of us is called a deuce and a half, or 2.5-ton truck. I used to drive one of those in the reserves.
Wow. Look at that bruiser, huh?
Yeah, you can't kill them.
It was called a what, you say?
They called them a deuce and a half, or a 2.5-ton truck.
Deuce and a half. I love that.
Yep. Carried men and ammo and supplies and stuff like that.
Here is the Eastmont High School Jazz Band now. We got to have some music with this little festival, don't we?
Sounds good from here.
Sure does. Jazz band at Eastmont, Brent?
No, I wasn't in the jazz band, but I was in swing choir.
You were in swing choir?
Yeah, don't tell them.
Wow, fantastic. Well, and now Mayor Lacey, right behind the Eastmont Jazz Band.
We're doing great.
What's your message, Mr. Mayor?
Couldn't ask for a nicer weather or a nicer crowd.
That's right.
Wonderful.
Wonderful thing.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming.
And his wife Deborah, of course, and behind them is Mayor Frank Kuntz with his wife Chrissy. That's a beautiful car, isn't it?
Yeah, it makes Frank look a little nicer, doesn't it?
Absolutely. Doing great. What a beautiful night, huh?
What's your message there, Mr. Mayor?
I don't really have a message. Have a great apple blossom. Be safe. Have fun.
Absolutely.
Celebrate our valley.
Absolutely. You got to tell me about the vehicle we're in.
52 Plymouth Concord convertible.
52 Plymouth Concord convertible.
That's the same year you were born, Eric. You know that, right?
There we go.
All right. Have a good night.
52 Concord, Brent. Pretty sharp car.
I'll take it. Here comes my rig. This is what I can handle.
It's got some sound to it for a little thing too, doesn't it? The old Douglas County Fire District 2 fire truck. Wow.
That thing's got a better paint job on it than half the cars here in Wenatchee.
Okay, now the next 4 vehicles are the Misawa delegation. Of course, that's our sister city from Japan. And interesting enough, this year it's the biggest delegation from Misawa, Japan to come to the Apple Blossom Festival. 38 people, including 9 dancers, are here from the Kagurua dance troupe and 10 students. They'll all be performing tomorrow. And also, their 77-year-old mayor, Kazumasa Tanichi, is also in town, and it will be the last time he comes to Wenatchee. He's 77, as I mentioned. He is not seeking re-election, so a big delegation from Misawa, Japan this year.
Welcome.
Thank you. Hello. Arigato.
Thank you.
That's so cool, isn't it?
It's awesome.
Very cool.
Oh, watch out for these 2 guys in this Corvette. They look like they could get pretty ornery here.
Okay, tell me about your ride.
Great, 59 Corvette.
59 Vet. Nice.
60 years
that, huh?
Beautiful car.
Well, they were so small back then, too, weren't they?
Yeah, they were pretty sporty. They were ahead of their time. And, you know, you got to talk about this Pontiac Formula coming down the road. This car is getting more popular every year, too. 10 years ago, nobody wanted that car.
What are you guys driving?
Pontiac Firebird 80.
Nice.
Yeah, the next 10 years, that'll be the hottest car out there.
It will, too.
Beautiful GMC there.
Tell me about your ride.
It's a 52 GMC 1-ton, 9-foot bed.
Very nice. Got the
Can't even buy one of those today.
You can't.
Yes, sir.
What's your name?
Daniel Lassard.
Thank you, Daniel.
All right.
Enjoy.
Thank you, sir.
You can't even find a 6-foot bed nowadays.
Isn't that a cool-looking
It's
truck?
a nice truck. That's really cool.
Now we're talking.
Nice car.
That yellow just works, doesn't it?
See, I don't know if it's my favorite color. I love it. I like it.
It's not your favorite, though, huh?
That's the cool thing about hot rods. You build them the way you like it.
You got to tell me about
Sounds
your ride.
good.
It's a 69 Camaro.
69 Camaro.
Yeah.
Can we hear a little bit?
Sure.
Hey, you got the crowd excited a little bit there. He's going to get somebody arrested is what he's going to do.
Eric's a troublemaker.
Yeah. Some of these guys don't need any help.
I think they started something here.
Beautiful Mach 1.
Oh, gosh, that's a gorgeous car.
Great car.
I rode last 2 weekends ago in a 2017 Shelby GT Mustang, 556 horsepower from here to Suncadia and back. It was one of the funnest rides I've ever had.
Scary.
You got to hold on.
Who you were with.
Yeah. You probably know who I'm talking about,
I think
don't you?
I do.
Scott Walters.
Oh, yeah.
But I think he may be
Nice
in this.
car.
We'll see. It's a great car. So coming up next, I believe, here's some more of the Masawa delegation. We're seeing a lot of them, as I mentioned. A whole big bunch of 38 visitors came this year. There's the student delegates. I bet the students love to come to the States and just check it out, and it's a great kind of fellowship between the communities here in Masawa, Japan. It's just a great relationship.
It is pretty cool. And we're probably going to see those same kids there in the next 25, 30 years. You and I won't be around to see them.
Right.
But they'll have a couple other guys like us talking about
They'll be the assembly delegation
go.
instead of the student delegation. Yep. You're right. Now here we go now with the Eastmont Junior High Band. I think Clovis Intermediate School is going to be here too, because I live right by them and I can hear them practicing every morning. I think it was for the Apple Blossom, and now tonight. I think we'll see them tonight.
I can remember practicing around Eastmont, around Kidroy School around the block. Great pictures. That's awesome.
Just great video.
Job. You guys Local Tel gets better and better and better every year.
Well, we're trying to, yes.
You guys are getting bigger. You guys are doing a great job out there. I love your guys' news stations. Good job, man.
And we covered, I don't know how many sporting events last year alone. It was 100 and some sporting events, because we covered bowling, lacrosse, soccer, basketball, football, baseball. We try and get as many local things as we can.
Fantastic.
Now we've got the City of East Wenatchee council members coming by. There's Jerelia Crawford, also Shane Magdoff in that car as well. Beautiful car too. I think Eric's going to get some info here.
How we doing, guys? We're doing great. Good to see you. Hey, we got to hear about your ride. What are we driving today?
57 Skyliner.
57. Got it. Hey, enjoy the parade, guys.
Is that a yellow you like a little bit better, Brent?
On that car?
A little more
Yeah.
subtle.
Yeah, I like that car.
Not a bright yellow. It's a little more of a goldish color, isn't it? What a great looking car.
Closer to my
57.
age. Bonnie and Clyde right here.
I guess John Sturk, City Council member in East Wenatchee.
33 Ford.
Knew it.
What is it?
33 Ford.
33 Ford.
Yeah.
Very nice, sir. Thank you.
That's got kind of that, a pearl paint job on it, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's beautiful.
It is gorgeous. Harry Robb, also East Wenatchee Council member.
Got a hack from him. I think 2 hacks from him.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it hurt.
Also Matt Hepner and his family, East Wenatchee Council member.
Got
Mike Johnson.
Driving the Jeep.
Mike Johnson.
I thought they took his license away from him a couple of years ago.
They should have.
I don't think the police knows he's out here driving.
Now we've got the East Wenatchee, or I should say the Eastmont School District Mariachis. There's one in every crowd, isn't there, Brent?
Absolutely, love it. Let me out there with the camera.
All right, now the Douglas County Commissioners up next. First, Dan Sutton in a beautiful red convertible. Eric's going to find out some info.
It is indeed. Okay, you got to tell me what it is, sir.
1961 Cadillac.
61 Caddy.
Nice car.
Beautiful.
I think it's yours.
Thank you very much.
Shot some big deer with old Dan Sutton up there in the mountains.
Have you really?
Yeah, he
No
shot one of the
kidding.
biggest ones I've ever seen.
That's awesome.
It ran right up to him, about knocked him over, and he had to shoot it.
Now it's Kyle Steinberg, also Douglas County Commissioner, his wife Stacy.
You said you like fins. You got a lot of fin right here.
I do like fins.
Doing well already. See you, Kyle.
It's got to be in the 50s.
What are you driving?
57, 55?
It's a 61.
Oh, 60.
Yep. I love the fins. All right, guys. Enjoy
61
the parade.
Chrysler's what you said, right? I didn't mean to talk over him.
Oh, no problem. I do like the fins, though. I think it takes you back to that time, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah. And you got the Corvair. I don't know if they're showing that on TV. That was rated as one of the
There it
most
is.
dangerous cars in the world.
Is this a Corvair? It is. Are we shifting on the column or? Oh, on
Push
the
button.
floor. What year?
Oh.
63 Corvair. Very nice. Enjoy the parade, guys. Thank you, sir.
Now, 63 was a good year.
I'm trying to think what, and a lot of people out there know this, the gentleman that wrote an article about that car being the most dangerous car at his time, and that's what killed that car. They never made another one of them because of that.
A famous writer or someone?
No, it's a critic, and everybody knows
Oh,
the
I
guy's name. And
gotcha.
I can't think of the guy's name. Ralph Nader?
Oh, yeah.
Ralph Nader.
Yes. And he's the, yeah.
What's your message?
He's the one that critiques everything.
Yeah,
all kinds of products.
He destroyed that car.
Well, there is the junior Apple Blossom royalty, Queen Tegan Collier, Princess Emma Collier, and Hannah Roche, princess. So that's the junior royalty for the Apple Blossom Festival. I ate today for the first time at Memorial Park. All this time, I only go once, and I went today. Yeah.
I didn't mean to stumble.
I wonder why.
Now this is the Cashmere royalty.
Thank you.
There you go, Cashmere Royal.
They're doing a great job. Man, look at the blue on this next truck coming down here. That has got to be the coolest looking blue I've ever seen. What is that, a Toyota Tundra Pro?
I think it's a Toyota Tundra Pro, TRD, yeah, and that's a beautiful truck. I saw that truck on the lot. It gets your attention immediately.
They only get
amazing.
They only get about 2 of those a year.
Here's my band. I was telling you about them. I live right next to them, Clovis Point.
Can you sing the song with them? I'm sure you can.
I probably know this by heart.
And they're getting ready to play for us. Let's listen in. Great view.
Love the drone view, don't you?
Great job.
And we will be utilizing 5 cameras and a drone. We got a 68
Good-looking car.
That's a great-looking car.
I had a 68 in 1985.
What year?
68.
68. That's beautiful. What's your name?
Dee Dee.
Wendy?
Dee Dee.
Dick. Okay.
D-E-D-E.
B-E-B-E. Okay.
No, Dee Dee.
Oh, D. Okay, got it. I can't hear.
Yeah, get it that way, yeah.
Grant, what do we have coming down the road here? Looks like it used to be a fire truck. It's a Harley Davidson.
The Harley Howler.
Oh, jeez.
Holler. Harley
Howler? Well, it's howling right now.
It is. That is super cool.
That is really cool. I don't think I've ever seen that.
I haven't either. A global warmer. I better not comment on that. That
No.
beautiful 4Runner.
We'd all get in trouble.
Woo!
Toyota does a great job out there with their cars, and if anybody hasn't seen any of these lately,
So
they
tell
need
us
to
about
come
them,
down.
Brent.
So you've got a TRD Pro Toyota Tacoma double cab there. It's a 2019. We get about 2 of these a year. Probably the most expensive Tacoma they sell with all the off-road specials. Nice car. And then along with that, you got the 2018 Nissan Maxima that's been lowered.
Gorgeous.
Ground effects. Probably one of the prettiest sedans
Gorgeous
you've ever
car.
seen.
Yes. I've always thought that too.
That's a
Beautiful.
classic car.
It sure is. I think it's the nicest looking sedan on the road. I really do.
You know, I gotta say, I gotta agree with you.
Yeah.
And I don't know why we don't see more of them down here in Wenatchee, but they are probably one of the classiest and pretty fast too.
Absolutely. Just beautiful. Coming up next, a big fire truck. It's from Chelan County or Douglas County Fire District 1.
That thing's amazing.
I just love the whole front end of it. Fit about 8 people in that cab of that thing, couldn't you?
You could probably fill up about 10 swimming pools too. And they got the hose going around up there on top. If they let loose, I guarantee everybody would know it.
You know, I think they were doing that a couple years ago, maybe. It would. That would get people wet, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I hope they don't do it today. That is a big truck. I mean, that is huge. I don't know what the cameras show, but from here, they're big.
There's a great shot of it right there. You could say it might not do it justice on the TV screen, but it is a gigantic vehicle. You can see the size of that cab. Don't forget Aviation Day coming up on June 1st. Of course, that's big. We did see Miss Vidal fly over right before we started tonight.
Beautiful plane, did a good job.
Featuring, it says, the B-25 Grumpy.
You know, I'm going to go to that. I
think I am too.
Aviation. I think those guys do a great job up there, and I think we should support it and go up there and take your kids up there, because pretty soon these planes, you're not going to see them anymore.
No, that's right. There's another Nissan, a Titan this time.
Having fun. Awesome.
We know the driver of that vehicle, don't we?
Very, very well.
Happy Apple Blossom.
And then behind that, we got a Hellcat.
Yeah.
A little bit of horsepower there.
There it is.
So we got the town auto groups with all their cars down here tonight, and their Toyotas and their Nissans and their Dodges. And you can't forget the Jeep Rubicon.
Nice looking Ram truck too. I like the blue color. And a bright orange Rubicon. It'd be a fun rig to have.
The Rubicons are hot.
It would.
Well, I tell you what, we got some SRT8 there. That's about probably 700, 800 horsepower Jeep Cherokee. Bet your mom would like that.
Right there?
Yeah.
700 horsepower.
2 keys. You get a slow key and a fast key. So if your kid's driving that car tonight, you give him the slow key.
Just like the Hellcat, right?
Yeah.
Doesn't it have that too?
Yep.
Yeah, you give him the slow key every time. Now let's listen to the Sterling Man and Drill Team.
school, Grant.
Is it your old school, Sterling?
Yep.
Beautiful school.
Yep. Actually passed.
Don't you like the fact that, you know, Wenatchee kind of does get the gist and the most of this apple blossom parades and the festivities, so it's nice that East Wenatchee can call this their own. It's East Wenatchee schools, it's East Wenatchee councilmen, it's Douglas County commissioners. This is more of an East Wenatchee kind of flavor to the apple blossom, isn't it?
Absolutely. And
39 Plymouth, we came over from Tacoma, Washington.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Welcome. Thanks for coming.
Thank you.
How about that? 39 Plymouth. Woo.
good car.
Anyway.
Back what we were saying, and we've done a great job with it too. Grant Road is the best spot in the world to throw a parade.
It is.
It's beautiful. It's done a great job.
What are we driving? 55 Chevy.
55 Chevy.
That's
That
old
is
car.
beautiful.
Burn them off.
Thank you.
Suppose that was the original paint job on that?
Yeah, I don't think so. Now this Ford Bronco could be. This is what I used to have here. I've had two of these cool cars.
Go anywhere, right?
Yep. Take the top off.
Is that not cool? I bet that was a process taking that top off,
It
too.
was heavy. You had to have about 3 or 4 guys, but it was pretty easy.
Oh, man.
Nice car.
It's a beautiful paint job, isn't it? Then he goes to an idle, and it sounds like it's barely running, right?
It's pretty cool.
Some more oldies coming up for you.
You can smell the paint from here. That's what I love.
You can.
I love the smell of paint. You know, that's a truck that just passed us. That's one that you can still buy today, fairly inexpensive and fix up. Some of these cars are getting so far out of there that you can't buy them.
That white wall is about 6 inches wide on those tires.
36 forward.
36 forward.
Yeah.
Thanks for being here.
This guy's had this car for a long time. Long time.
There we go.
Oh, it sounds great.
Top comes off of that. It's pretty cool.
That is a very cool
Think
car.
it did, if I remember right.
Smaller tires in the front than the back, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Is that an old Ford? What is that? Gosh, I couldn't tell you what that was.
A Comet?
That's what it looks like. Nice job,
I think
Grant.
it might be,
You
yeah.
can see better than I can.
Wow. Moon hubcaps, I like that.
Oh,
I guess I should have these
love
on.
to see this video.
Oh, good.
Thanks for being here. What's your names?
Jim and Betty Wagner.
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 Yes.
Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Yeah, beautiful interior, Brent. White.
The car's beautiful.
I love that blue
He's
color.
got a lot of money in that. Hey, we got someone having engine problems. They had to cut through the parking lot. See, his foot's probably falling asleep holding on the gas.
Here's a car for sale.
240 or 260? 260Z.
Yeah, 260Z.
Cool car. I had one of those too.
Those things move too, didn't they?
Holy cow.
Big Ford.
You have to see this guy up in the mountains, man. Move over.
Oh, that's right. Place to take that, Liberty, up at Blewett Pass.
Been there. I've been there. That's a cool place. You've
It
been
is.
There?
Oh,
you've
yeah.
Been there with,
Go there all the
with
time.
Martin.
Yep. Go there all the time. It's a great place to go.
A lot of trucks that go up there don't make it back.
Oh, it's Jeep City up
yeah.
there.
It's cool.
Wow. Coming our way now, we're going to listen to the Orchard Middle School and Drill Team. So just when I talked about as being kind of an East Wenatchee thing, here's Orchard Middle School from Wenatchee.
Yeah, you got to let these guys in a little bit.
The only Wenatchee group here.
Is
Yeah, it is. It is. Well, Wenatchee Mariachi's here too, the high school.
Great for Orchard. I love it. I like their Bulldog.
I know.
Same colors of Eastmont, though.
They are. That's probably why they were invited.
yeah, you sure in the heck don't see any purple and gold here, do you?
Look at that shot. Is that gorgeous right
awesome.
there?
Valley.
That, Eric Granstrom, is a fantastic camera shot.
Hey, look at that. 65 Chevelle right behind the Corvette. Cool car.
Chevelle. That Corvette's old, too. It may not be a 55 like we saw earlier, but
what?
That's probably a what?
I don't know my cars well enough. That's probably what, a 50?
The late 50s, I would say.
We're going to get ripped on here. 59?
That's what I would say. Just guessing. And keep in mind, we are guessing. Here's that car, a red and white Corvette. We might find out.
Beautiful ride. Thanks for being in our parade.
I'm not guessing on the Chevelle, though. Chevelle Malibu, 1965. Little different grill in the front.
Oh, man, nothing sounds like a Chevelle, does it?
Can't tell if he's got a big
That's a
block in it or
Malibu,
not.
yep.
Driver, what are we driving?
Driving a 65 Chevelle.
65. Thanks for being here.
Gosh, I wish I knew if it was
460 horsepower.
460 horsepower.
Could be a big block. That's a big block. Woo. 65 was the first year you could get a 396 in that car. It was a pretty cool car.
Yeah. How fast would that thing go, Brent?
You know, I don't know. They weren't meant to go 100 miles an hour, but or 200 or 300 miles an hour. But they were meant to go
What are we driving?
quick, so we're in a short distance really
Your
fast.
names?
Pat Robertson and Sue Robertson.
Good to see you, Pat and Sue. Thanks for being here.
Thank you.
No Pat, good
Hi,
guy.
guys.
Hi.
Little Nova 2 behind him.
Look at this Chevy.
That is a nice old Chevrolet right there. Sullivan Brothers, it says on the side, as you can see right there.
What do we got?
Some big.
Well, this is my dad's business from 1936.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah.
What's your name?
I'm Terry Sullivan.
Terry.
Yeah.
Nice to be here, Terry. Thanks for joining us.
You bet. It's a great day. Thanks a lot.
Hey, so how many big guys can you fit in a 68 Camaro?
You wouldn't think very many, but I think that's
Check this one
wrong.
out. They've got this car full.
I love Camaros. That's my car. I'm just a Camaro fan. The crowd's trying to get him to do a little spin out here, but I think it's frowned upon, isn't it, Brent?
Well, yeah,
to a certain degree.
They a couple of years ago weren't very friendly to some of these drivers, and I think they're all a little gun shy today.
Do you want to thank a couple more of our sponsors, Arctic Refrigeration and Heating, the temperature experts.
Now, what year Ford is this?
1965.
65. Now, is this a camper special? I don't think it is. Okay.
F100.
What's your name?
My name's Gary Simmey.
Gary, thanks for being here.
Since high school.
Awesome.
Is that fantastic?
Yeah. Check out the Suburban. I have not seen one of these fixed up in Wenatchee forever. This is the first one I've ever seen.
And that beautiful blue color. There you see it from our drone.
They
Look
did
at
a
that color.
nice job.
Here, what do we got?
Just a lot of carpet.
I gotta see it then.
And a loud stereo.
Look at the back end of
cool
this
rig.
thing.
All right.
There you go. That guy's got to be from the 80s. I love it. Nice rig.
That's fantastic. Here's a car that'll go too.
Z07, is that what it
I think
is?
so.
Beauty.
And they have those numbers. They do kind of road races, don't they? I believe that's why they're on there.
Grant, I don't know.
I think so. You know, controlled races where they stop and get, it's like a scavenger hunt on the highway kind of, but.
Oh my gosh, look at the little one.
Oh.
Is that a Cheeto he's got? Or she's got? I want her Cheeto. Couple Fords. Ford Bronco.
Boy, that's an oldie.
66 is when they first built the very first one to compete against the Toyota Land Cruiser and the Jeep. And they quit building that in 1970, I should know this, 76. I think was the last year they built that. And then you've got a 67 Ford Mustang. And that looks like the original color back in 67.
What was that color called?
I call it pea green.
That's what it probably was called back then.
Yeah, I don't know. Three beautiful young ladies on the back of this.
La Super Zeta radio station.
We're here to represent
now it's the mariachi. It's not the band.
Woo! Viva Mariachi! Mexico!
Wonderful. Thank you, ladies.
Thank you.
So that's the mariachi royalty. Didn't know they had their own royalty, but they're so good, I guess they do.
Absolutely beautiful women there. Doing a great job.
There's the Wenatchee mariachi.
You feel like you should just be sitting back with something cold to drink.
With an umbrella sticking out the top of it.
Great job.
Oh, Wenatchee Mariachi, they came full force here tonight. I thought it was just a few of them at first. Now it's this and a whole big group coming behind, as you can see from our drone shot. Always so colorful, the dancers, and that really makes a parade, I think. And we'll see them tomorrow as well for this DeMille Growers Grand Parade.
These guys do a great job. I think these guys are known nationwide.
They are known nationwide. They've been to Olympia more than we have, Brent, in our lifetime.
More than maybe I want to know, or I want to go.
Right.
But, you know, I thought these guys were back in Washington, D.C. a couple years ago.
They were.
So, no, very proud to know these guys.
I think they met Congressman Paul Ryan and a couple other congressmen at the time. I think it was last year, actually, that they went back there, yeah. All right, that's it for bands, I think, at least for a while. Now we're going to see a lot of cars coming up. There it is, La Zeta, Super Zeta radio station here in Wenatchee, the Spanish-speaking station, very popular here. I think they're having fun, Brent. I think they're having fun.
I thought he was going to jump in the van with them.
I like those wheels.
Pretty crazy.
Another fantastic drone shot, and what that drone shot does is give you an idea of the massive crowd that's lined up here along Grant Road. As we mentioned earlier, you can't even see the folks on Valley Mall Parkway, but there's a big crowd here on Grant Road. Great shot from Jonathan Mandelis.
Nice job.
Ranchero, what year? 63, and this is the one I had in high school. Oh, no kidding. Yes. What's your name? Stuart Anderson. This is Denise.
Do you have a steakhouse?
Well, sold it.
Sold it for the car.
Wow, 63. How about that?
It's cool that these guys still have these cars.
And he had it in high school. That's what's very cool. Yeah. It means something to them.
My wife has made me sell my cars I don't know how many times. That looks like trouble.
That is trouble right there.
That guy's in trouble. He doesn't even know it. All right,
I love that green color,
I'm
don't
jumping
you?
in with those guys. I'm out of here.
They're having fun. That's super cool.
What is this?
Eric's got to find out. Is he?
Hey,
What are we driving?
55 Citron.
55 Citron. All right. What's your name?
Mike Walker.
Mike Walker. Good to see you, Mike.
Good to see
Thanks
you.
for being
I have never heard of a Citron. Have
Never
you?
have. Cool car.
It's very unique looking, isn't it?
It's got a long, long nose on it.
Oh, look at you guys. You're all set for the parade.
Smile, ladies. Thank you.
What year is that Mustang, Brent?
65, 66.
65. It's like it still moves pretty well.
They do.
Hey, what are we driving?
That's a great car.
66 Fairlane.
66 Fairlane.
That's a cool
Thanks for
car.
being here, guys.
Thanks for having us.
Enjoy.
Great lines, great paint.
Got to give it a little gas. Yeah, it is great paint.
Good looking car.
Ford Fairlane.
Now this looks like a 64 or a 66 Ford Thunderbird. My dad drove us as kids down to Arkansas, one of those, and my mom left me at a gas station.
Beauty.
Wow.
State Patrol pulled her over and asked her if she'd forgotten anything. She said, yeah, did I forget my purse? I said, no, ma'am, you forgot your son.
She's like, okay, that's okay then. I didn't forget my purse.
What year Mercury is this?
4 years old, sitting there drinking an Orange Crush, wondering where my parents
Mercury.
went.
Beautiful.
53 Mercury.
There's your white walls, Grant.
I love that blue. That's pretty. And those great big white walls. We were talking about that earlier.
This guy's got so much money and love and work into these cars.
Oh, it is a love project, isn't it?
35 Ford Coupe.
35 Ford Coupe. Thanks for being here, guys.
Well, thank you for having us.
Your dad probably had one of those.
I think he did. I think we had a couple of those on the farm in sheds somewhere.
Chickens living in them.
Yep.
Hi, guys.
Yeah.
What are we driving?
57 Ranchero.
57
Nice
Ranchero.
car.
Ford.
And I see Seattle on your plate out front. You guys over from the west side?
Yes.
What's your names?
Gary and Jerry.
Well, thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Is that fantastic or what?
Yeah. Nothing better to do. Just
That
come
had
out.
to be one of the
cruise your
first
car.
years, right, for a Ranchero? 57?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't either. Getting into a little bit more what I know about now, some farm implements.
Well, tell us about this John Deere that we
Well, I don't know the year. We might find out here.
Chewing on a cigar.
What year?
1948.
48. Your name?
Roger Gregory.
Roger, thanks for being here.
My father bought a brand new in 1948.
No kidding.
Is that amazing?
Looks fantastic.
Have a good day.
Massey Harris right behind that later became Massey Ferguson.
Which looks like a lot older tractor than a 48.
It sure does. We had a tractor a lot like that Ford right there on our farm in Montana.
Didn't look that good, though.
Not that good,
Yeah,
no.
okay.
We used it to pick a rock, so it was a little beat up.
Yeah, that never picked a rock out. Well, I don't. It might have in its
Maybe.
Granddad.
And another Ford Mustang, 65? 60, yeah, 65. Maybe a 64.
What year we got? 65.
65, I got it right.
You've been nailing every one of these, Brent.
Now be careful. There's a lot of guys out there that know more than I do, and they're probably keeping score.
That may be the original color, that SS.
Well, yeah, I think it
We got a
is.
Super Sport. What year?
69.
69. Can we hear a little bit of it?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Mom, I'm home.
What do you suppose the horsepower is in that thing, Brent?
Gosh, I have no idea. Probably pushing 400.
I was going to say about 400.
It's all about the sound
How we doing,
anymore.
guys?
Good, how are you?
Beautiful purple Corvette.
Is it purple?
Is it purple or
Dark blue.
Or is it dark
maybe?
blue? Maybe it is
with
dark
a little
blue.
pearl in it.
Here's an oldie. Looks like a 36.
Oh, see, you answered my question before. Oh, from Puyallup. Hi, guys. What's your names?
Robin and Paula Ordonez.
Well, thank you for being here.
Well, we're happy to be here.
Beautiful car.
Thank you.
Gosh, isn't
Did you nail
something?
that? Was it a 36?
It was a 36.
Nice job, Grant.
Take that top down tomorrow.
That is cool.
Beautiful day.
What are we driving?
39 Mercury.
39 Mercury. Look at that.
This is the car that you dread your daughter going on a date with in 1949, 1950.
Look at that back window.
Yeah.
It's super cool.
Yeah, you're not going with him.
Oh, listen to that. Okay, what are we driving?
39 Ford.
39 Ford. We got to listen to it a little bit. Thanks, guys.
Beautiful car. Lots of Mustangs. I haven't seen as many Camaros as Mustangs yet this year. Last year it was kind of half and half.
No, I thought it was the opposite.
Was
last year.
it?
We had way more Chevys than we did Fords. And this one we got coming up is a 68. And I got to tell you, that is probably one of the prettiest ones I've seen tonight.
That GT.
That is a nice car. Original striping back in the 68. Really, that's pretty much, except for wheels and tires, what it came off the showroom floor like.
And what happened to chrome on cars, Brent? Chrome has gone away, hasn't it? I love chrome on cars.
We got lazy. We don't want to chrome
I think that's
anymore.
it, too.
Yeah, black is the new chrome.
It is. It is. Our coverage of the Class E Chassis Parade is brought to you by Boswell's Home Furnishings. Come explore their expansive 2-story showroom on Easy Street. Also brought to you by Club Crow, a bar and grill in Cashmere, home of the Blues Cruise and barbecue. We do want to thank all of our sponsors for making the broadcast of this Class E Chassis possible. Now that is a unique Tundra color. What's that called, Brent?
That is called Cement.
Is it a 2019?
2019 crew cab Toyota Tundra.
Beautiful, beautiful truck.
Watch out for the dinosaur.
Look out for the dinosaur. That's my kind of boat right there, Brent. Just kind of sit back, and they call them a party boat for a reason, don't they?
Yes, they do. You know, and I'm just the opposite. Mine's got to look a little bit more fast, a little more speedier, a little faster.
Are you still a skier and that kind of stuff?
No, are you kidding me? I can't do that.
I know.
But whatever I sit in, because I don't look cool, the boat's or the car's got to do it.
I gotcha. You're pretty cool.
No.
You're pretty cool for an old guy.
For an old guy, yeah. That's what my wife says.
There's a great drone shot and a view of the Class E chassis. How about that shot?
Beautiful. We're down there somewhere.
Yeah, we are. Oh.
I don't care what you say. That's awesome.
That is awesome.
And I'm sure if anybody out there is looking to buy one of these cars, I'm sure if you threw enough money out in front of any one of these guys, they'd sell you.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Except the guys that have had them since high school. That might be a little tougher.
Yeah, it might cost you a little more money.
57.
Wenatchee.
All right, happy apple blossom.
Thank you, thank you.
Oh, beautiful car. American Graffiti.
And they know it.
Yeah, of course they do.
Do I see a 49 Ford?
It is.
What's your name?
Rick Wood,
Good to meet you. Thanks for being here. You live here or where are you from?
Cashmere.
Cashmere. Well, happy apple blossom.
All right, thanks.
That's a pretty green, too, isn't it, Brent? Not sure what that's olive. Is that an olive green? Wouldn't even be that, would it?
No, I would call it that. You
Yeah.
could call it that.
What year Mustang is that? It's got a 302 in it, obviously.
No, I know the story behind this, and I can't remember.
Oh, you do?
The owner of this car, a really great guy. He looked for this car forever and ever and ever and ever. And when as he got older, they built one. They had a different one like this before, and he finally could afford it, and said, "You know what? I'm buying it."
Interesting. I like the color.
I can't remember the whole story. I shouldn't even have brought it up, but it's a cool story behind that.
Hell yeah. Our coverage also brought to you tonight by Collins Fashions, where fun meets fashion in downtown Wenatchee, and by East Wenatchee Mobile Storage. Pack it, store it, move it. They can deliver a mobile storage unit right to your front door. And we know who owns East Wenatchee Mobile Storage.
Yes, we do. Great guy.
Absolutely.
I love him. Absolutely love him to death.
Advertises on our NCWLIFE channel, as a
Yeah,
matter of
great
fact.
guy.
Yep. There's the fire hose. Douglas County Fire District number 4. It says District 2 on the side, but I've got District 4 on my list. Maybe that's the District 4.
You know, with all the brush fires that we have and everything up here, I mean, you've got to have trucks like this. This is pretty cool.
That'd have been funny if you'd have soaked Eric right there.
Oh, yeah.
Those things do pump out a lot of water, don't they?
You know, that's not as impressive as where those things can go. I mean, they can climb a tree.
Oh, they can. There's a great shot.
Nice car.
What year's that one, Brent?
65, 66.
Woo. Wow, I love that two-tone. Beautiful.
Here's a car that you drive. Hey, honey, I'm going to go golf. I'll be back in a couple hours.
That's right.
This is a car right here.
That's the kind of car that Dean Martin would have taken to the golf course back in the day.
Dean Martin, Frank Sinatra. They
right,
were cool.
Right.
Actually, it was either that or they fly their helicopter.
Or that, yeah, right. We want to thank a couple more of our sponsors for tonight's broadcast. The Highlander Grill. It's now open to the public. Enjoy amazing food, drinks, and their spectacular view. Also brought to you by Weinstein Beverage, proudly sponsoring Apple Blossom for over 30 years and serving beverages to the community for over 70 years.
Little Nova 2.
That is a pretty blue.
Thank you.
What are we driving?
It's a 63.
63. Very nice. Thanks for being here.
Good year, Brent. The year I was born.
You're older than me.
1963.
I like it.
Nice green on that car, too. So we've seen that's like a seafoam or something, isn't it?
They got the whole family in the car.
That's
what a
awesome.
great date.
That's awesome.
It's not a car, it's a Volkswagen.
It's nice to see.
Volkswagen what?
Carmen Gia.
Kia. What year?
73.
Okay. Hey, thanks for being here, guys. That's beautiful.
It's awesome.
73 Carmen Gia.
So do you think they were at Woodstock?
Yeah, I do. I think they were.
You know, it's nice to see some patriotism out here tonight, too. A lot of American flags out there. I love that. I got to tell you, being from Wenatchee, I think it's awesome.
31 Ford.
31 Ford. Your names?
Mark, Nunamaker, and Mary.
Yep.
Where are you from?
Crescent Bar.
Oh, okay. Great. Thanks for being here.
All right.
1931, Brent.
The Waltons.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Some General Motors products coming now, but we haven't seen, like you said, as many, have we?
Nope. But I got to tell you, I
That is one shiny ride.
love this Camaro coming down the road, right behind the car.
I remember this Camaro from last year, Brent. I think it was one of my favorite cars in the whole parade.
I love that year. I love that year and everything. I don't know.
Just a sharp.
Cool car.
It's bad in a good way. You know what I mean?
Yeah, hopefully the kids don't fall off there, but we'll be good. You know, where was this truck at when I was going to school?
That'd been nice to have a bookmobile. Yeah.
I still can't read to this day. It wasn't around my neighborhood, I can tell you that.
Little F-150 custom there, right?
Great colors.
That wouldn't be an F-100, would it? Or is it an F-150?
That could have been an F-100.
Might have been. Beautiful Mustang coming your way now, right towards Eric Grandstrom on Grant Road here. Not afraid to let us hear it. That GT, as I said,
nice.
They move. They do move.
And look at this rack. You know, these are getting more and more popular every year. They don't look very good. Kind of cool. Star Rental Trucks.
Able to haul anything up. Well, that's a nice truck. And a Pittsburgh Steeler fan, you notice the terrible towel on the side there?
I didn't see it.
Well, it matches the yellow.
Grant, didn't I see you riding in this a couple months ago? About 2 o'clock in the morning? I thought I did. I could have swore it was you.
You got me confused. That was the mobile jail. Oh. That is fantastic. That's fantastic.
Now, if this shows up in your front yard, Grant, you're in trouble.
That's the one you don't want to see out there.
No,
yeah. That is definitely the one you don't want to see. Wouldn't that be fun just to take out once? Just see what you can do with it?
See if they can stop you.
Wow. Folks in the back. We got some cars coming now.
Somebody's letting us know he's there.
super cool.
You know, that is cool. I don't care what you say. That's why we come here. That's why we have the classy chassis.
Absolutely. There's that two-tone color out combination. I love that. Two-tone color.
Let these guys show off what they do and what they love.
That car will flat out go right there. I think the Camaro style has gotten back kind of to their roots. They had a period there they weren't so great looking. And
no, Grant, you're absolutely right.
Yeah.
They look like they were back in 68, 69
right.
with a modern look.
More of a muscle car look to it.
And way better driving, way more horsepower.
Yeah.
A lot faster than what they used to be.
Right.
In 25 years, you and I will be looking to buy one of those.
Right. Yeah, and driving it in here,
yeah,
right?
Exactly.
What's your message, guys?
What you got? What you got? What you got for the camera?
Hey, learn a little bit more about the Army. 150 different jobs. Come on in. We got active duty and reserves.
All right.
All right.
Happy Apple Blossom.
All right.
150 jobs in the Army, Brent.
I know.
We missed out.
I'm thinking about going in next year. Oh, we got some trouble coming over here.
We do have trouble coming over here. Wenatchee Valley Shuttle. Of course, a very busy shuttle business has expanded over the past 3 to 5 years, and now they have some nice vehicles. They started off with some older buses, and they have done great here.
You know, it's
oh
cool.
Boy, look at this.
You drive by there, they are nice buses. What did they used to call that when you used to jump out of the car and run around it?
Yeah, I don't remember. I get where you're coming from, but I'm not sure what it was called. Tonight's broadcast also brought to you by the folks at Mary Maids. Relax, it's done. Call to schedule a free cleaning estimate today. Also brought to you by Walkabout Grill, located in Wenatchee and in Leavenworth. Stop by today. And Boswell's Home Furnishings. Come explore their expansive two-story showroom on Easy Street out near Monitor.
Good job, Grant. Good job. I
should do this for a living.
Yeah, you should. I'm surprised you guys asked me to come back in second year. I have no clue what I'm doing.
The Wild Turkeys. Now, these guys are going to be playing tonight. We'll let Eric.
All right, Grant, I'll see you later. I'm going in.
We're going to the box. They will be playing tonight at the Clearwater, by the way. The Wild Turkeys on that bus. Little prop for them.
Right on. I can't go there, but that would be awesome. Tell me how it goes, Grant.
I won't be going to that one.
You'll be there.
I'm going to take it easy tonight.
How come?
I spent a little time at the beer garden last night. So
was it good? Would you have a good time there last night?
Fantastic. Fantastic. Yeah.
They do a good job over there?
Oh, man, it's great.
Was it busy?
Very busy. It's getting bigger every year.
You didn't call and invite me.
You're invited tomorrow night. You want to go tomorrow?
I can't.
You can't.
I know better.
1923 Touring Model T.
Oh, and what are your names?
My name's Kathy Monroe, and this is my car.
Okay.
And I'm Shelley James.
And who's this?
I'm Cassidy Callahan.
Okay. Happy Apple Blossom.
Thank you. You too.
We did have 2 of those on our farm, Model Ts, and we had a Model A as well.
Wow.
Yes.
You know, she made it very clear that was her car.
Oh, isn't that neat? She loves that thing. Now, she wouldn't sell that car.
What are we driving, sir?
Yeah, you probably right.
23 Ford.
23 Ford. What's your name?
Dick Monroe.
Dick, where are you from?
Rock Island.
Rock Island. All right. Thanks for being here.
Yeah.
Super cool.
Yep.
Also, probably wouldn't sell for anything.
Nah,
Nah.
Safe Flight, they do a great job here in town. I use them sometimes.
Nice to have them in the parade. What do we have here?
What was he saying?
Eric eating a little exhaust.
Here's a Pontiac Firebird.
Oh, is that that's a different yellow again, isn't it?
First one tonight.
67 Firebird.
67. Your name?
Chip Phillips.
Where are you from, Chip?
East Wenatchee.
All right. Are you having fun?
Yeah.
Awesome. Thanks, guys.
I like that yellow. It's very subtle as well.
It is, and you don't see that car very often, and did a great job with that.
That's got to be one of the first Firebirds, isn't it?
It's the first one of the night of that year.
Pretty red color.
Isn't it nice?
Oh, it's gorgeous. What are we driving?
1967 Chevy C10.
All right. And your name?
Lisa Phillips.
And you are?
Dale Mullins.
All right. Thanks for being here, ladies.
From Vancouver, Washington.
Vancouver?
Oh, Wenatchee.
She's excited. She's having fun.
Beautiful paint job on that red Ford truck. That's a Chevy truck. I said Ford. Oh, don't get mad at me, Chevy people.
No, that was a little different red, too. If you noticed, it was kind of cool.
It was.
I don't care what you said. It's a cool truck, too. You can't find those anymore. You used to be able to find those in everybody's backyard. Now you don't see them at all.
Still worth some money, too, aren't they?
Yeah. And this thing right here, if this comes by your house, I'm broke. I think I bought that car for them. Nice people. They do this for, I don't want to speak for them, but I think they do it part-time, and they do a great job. They come to our neighborhood.
Eric's ordering.
Is he?
And we want some rainbow. Okay, I'll get you later.
I know those guys. Honestly, Grant, great family. They do that just for fun. They go to all the neighborhoods. They do a great job.
It's super cool.
Cool people.
A couple of lowriders coming now.
Well, you wouldn't be able to put your foot underneath that truck.
Oh, no way.
There's maybe a half an inch. Now he's dragging. Wow.
Wow, that thing's low. You're right. There's a good view. Look at that shot.
Yeah, they look good. I don't care. I like it.
A lot of money just in the wheels on those things, huh?
Yeah.
Wow. Need some skin work, lashes maybe?
I need
waxing,
help
Brent?
I can get. My eyebrows.
There's my car. Oh, that car's beautiful.
Sounds good.
Sure does. He's not even doing anything with it either, is he? Got another Mustang now.
Fastback, 60. Oh, I'm going to get in trouble, but I'm going to throw it out there. I think it's 60. Could be 65.
East Wenatchee.
Hey, Grant, try finding one of these for sale in Washington State. That's just nice. You used to be able to find these everywhere.
Yeah.
They're all rusted out. You can't find them anywhere, but that has got to be one of the nicer ones I've seen in probably 10 years.
That is a beautiful pickup.
Good friend of mine, Mid Broadus, used to have one of those. He bought brand new. That truck's been around for years.
More Mustangs. Lots of Mustangs
Ford's
this year.
got Chevy beat this year.
They do, without a doubt. That's a pretty car.
Chevy guy stayed home tonight.
Cobra. They did kind of stay home this year, didn't they? Yeah.
The old Ford Ranchero, Gran Torino. It was a great movie.
Wow.
Cool Ranchero. You don't see very many of those.
So quiet, isn't it?
Yeah, out here tonight.
Right, yeah, at least now. What do we have here? Bright yellow.
It's a sleeper.
Oh, what a beautiful car.
Doesn't look fast, but it is.
48. Yep.
48? Yep. All right, your names?
Jack and June Toughness.
Where are you from?
Here.
All right. Happy Apple Blossom.
Thank you.
What a great car.
All right, Grant, you need to hide under the table here.
Uh-oh.
Yeah,
I do.
Yeah, they're looking at you.
I love that.
Can you still drive that in town like that?
I don't think so.
I didn't do it.
I want that car. If I had
cool, isn't
I'd
it?
just go park it in front of my friend's house all the time.
Wouldn't that be great? That'd be great.
I'd just go park it there, lock the doors, leave for a couple hours. Grant, why is it still patrolling your front yard?
Here comes Boss Hog now.
You guys look like you're nothing but trouble.
We are.
You're about 40 years late.
76 Cadillac Eldorado.
76 Cadillac, and you guys are
That's got to be that's Weaver in the passenger seat, Mr. Weaver. Went to school with his son. That is trouble right there.
What a great looking Cadillac, 76.
I guarantee those guys aren't going home after this parade.
I know.
Not Mr. Weaver.
No.
Probably get mad at me for saying that. But.
Not only Mustangs, we've seen a lot of Ford trucks too.
Yep.
Ford's just been kind of ruling the roost here tonight.
Yeah, absolutely.
Are we just as good?
Happy help and bless, okay?
Oh, thank you.
Beautiful interior too. Did you see that shot?
Yeah. You know, there's enough Ford Mustangs out here. Maybe I should go sell Ford Mustangs.
Yeah, right. There are lots of them.
Maybe I'm selling the wrong car.
I like the paint job on this too. I kind of like the white stripes down the hood, don't you? It gives it a little.
I do. I like the white and red. Okay, so I got to tell you the story of this Duster that's coming down the road. This is yeah. Okay, so this guy bought this car brand new. I know him very, very well. And he's had it ever since. It's got about 160,000 miles on it. It's got the original paint job, original engine. Everything on that car is original.
Okay, what are we driving?
What's that?
What are we driving?
71 Duster 340 Sport Coupe.
Oh, very
I'm
nice.
the original owner.
Are you really? What's your name?
How'd I know that?
48 years ago I bought this.
What's your name?
Dave Boyer.
Dave Boyer, thanks for being here.
So what's the wedge part of it that I saw on the hood? What is that?
You're going to ask me that.
Is that it's got to be the shape of it, right?
Oh no, it's a carburetor or something like that.
Oh, it is.
But I want to say that he bought that when he was in Vietnam, and I think he sent the money down and had him buy it.
It is.
And I think it was waiting for him when he got
I
home.
hear it.
Yeah, it's a Volkswagen.
What's your name?
Larry Harlow.
Larry. Where are you from?
Wenatchee.
All right. Thanks for being here.
Yeah, you're welcome.
That is not your typical Volkswagen right there.
No, it's not.
Of course, what's the saying? It's not a car, it's a Volkswagen.
That's cool.
That is cool. Baby blue Falcon. Is that what that is?
It's a Ford.
It is.
Look at that little Chevy Nova. Haven't seen that year yet. That's 60. I'm not even gonna say it. I'm not gonna embarrass myself. I don't know. Wenatchee Valley Super Oval car coming down.
Oh yeah.
And I don't know if anybody was up there a couple weeks ago. They had a great race. It was a little cold, but they do a good job up there.
That was the Leonard Evans 150, I believe, wasn't it?
Yes,
I think
it
last Saturday.
150 or 125.
Yeah. I was a track announcer there for a few years.
I love that place up there.
You know, I wasn't a race fan when I got there, but when I left 3 years later, I was a race fan. Yeah, it grows on you.
Love going up there watching the big boys race. Now that car would fool you.
Wow, I guess. Like a family sedan.
Oh, yeah. Now that's the first F-250 that year that I see. They have a diesel in that truck. I don't think anybody knows that just passed us, but that was rare. I don't think it came from the factory that way. I can probably guarantee it didn't.
Oh, probably not, no. Beautiful Corvette.
66.
66 Mustang. You like the black, Brent?
I don't like the black. Beautiful car.
It is.
It's too hard to take care of.
It is, especially with the any kind of wind blowing with dust or dirt roads
And
at
we
all.
don't have any of that Wenatchee, so you wouldn't have to worry about that. But
when it's clean, it's the most beautiful color there is.
Yeah.
It really is.
Yeah, I'm a blue and red guy.
Chevrolet. I love that horn.
And look at that, Grant, another Ford.
Boy, there's lots of them tonight.
Hi, guys.
Hi.
Hey, what are we driving?
The Apple Blossom. This is my dad's old 1954 Ford F100.
Oh, it's awesome. Thanks for being here.
54.
Love it when they say this is my dad's or this was mine.
So it's been in the family all that time.
Yep, that's cool.
This weather tonight is just perfect, isn't it, Brent? Just perfect. A little bit of a breeze. The sun's warming up. It's just right.
No coats on.
No coats. There's a great shot of that Corvette with the skull on the license plate.
Great shot.
That is very cool.
We almost act like we know what we're doing.
We do. Eric does.
Hello, you guys. Beautiful car. Happy apple blossom.
Remember the show Corvette Summer?
Yes.
Great show.
Oh, I
Where's
love
that
it.
Corvette today? I thought that was like the coolest car in the world.
Absolutely. There's a Stingray, isn't it?
It was.
Yep.
72 there, I think. 72 Stingray.
I suppose that's the original color, that purple?
No, I don't think so.
No.
But
there
know
were
what?
some
You don't
colorful
see-
cars back then.
But you don't see Stingrays anymore. I mean,
No,
that's
you
a cool
don't.
car. I like that Vet.
Another great shot from Eric there, street level. As our coverage of the 2019 Classy Chassis continues here on the NCWLIFE Channel, live coverage. This gorgeous Friday night, final weekend of Apple Blossom, the 100th Apple Blossom Festival. It should be some kind of parade tomorrow in Wenatchee as well.
What's the temperature supposed to be tomorrow?
79 for the high tomorrow.
It'll be 80.
It will be 80. That's like I said, I'm going to go from wearing a coat last week to sunburn this Saturday as our coverage tomorrow. Watch out, Eric.
Crowd's having a good time on that one. Sitting across the street from Walgreens here. We got a big crowd across the street. Everybody's having a good time.
Boy, everybody on Grant Road. This is a massive crowd. I think our drone is now recharging its battery back at its base.
So we're down right now.
The drone is, down.
Black Hawk down.
Black, yeah.
Dodge Charger, 68, 69 Dodge Charger. Rare car.
340.
You and I probably couldn't afford one.
I know. Just sounds bad, doesn't it? No. Bad in a good way, I mean. Yes, yes.
Hey, guys.
Hi.
Paul. What year of Willys is this?
1949.
49. Beautiful.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
That you could take anywhere, couldn't you?
That's cool, yeah.
Yeah. That's a very unique color, isn't it?
I was going to say it's a different color, but good look.
37 Chevy. Beautiful. Your names? Don and Bonnie Brawley. All right. Thanks for being here, guys. Thanks.
If he gets a look at that, it's got some really good lines, kind of a slope front end on it. And another Ford.
Wow. And more Mustang. I think all these Mustang people got together and said, you know what, we're going to bombard this year's Classy Chassis Parade.
Good shot of the engine there. That was kind of cool.
Having this camera out on the street has been just great for our coverage. It's fantastic.
Yeah, great job. You can see a lot more of what's going on out there and get a great view.
It's a sharp color with a little hint of silver on it.
It's got a lot of pearl into it. That thing shines.
Sure does.
Sounded good.
It did sound good.
I don't know if everybody out there can hear what
No, they
we're
can.
hearing. And if
They
you can't,
can.
then they need to show up next year for the parade because it sounds great.
And if you've never experienced this, you're so right, Brent. Come out, have a great time. It's a community event, and just enjoy yourselves.
Very family oriented.
66. Can you introduce yourself to our audience?
Frank Gooch. And this is my wife, Marie.
Good to see you guys. Thanks for being here. Happy Apple Blossom.
Thank you.
Love seeing these guys out here tonight.
Beautiful, 66.
Law Enforcement Officer of the Year. Luncheon. I thought he was the officer. Okay, now, so this Nova just rolled its windows up, so I don't know what's going on here, but this is going to get scary, I think.
He just didn't want to talk to Eric.
Oh, so
now he's rolling it back down.
He didn't know what year the car was.
Now we're seeing a couple of General Motors products. Look at that shot.
That's cool. And the crowd is loving this. Everybody's giving them
That's fantastic.
Big applause there. There we go.
That car will move. Hold on to the dash.
The light was hanging on pretty tight there, it looked like.
Oh, gorgeous.
Oh, look at this guy. I see him eating a taco in there.
Another, again, a two-tone look. I love that paint job.
I'm going to go out and say this is like a, I'm not going to say. I was going to say 51, 52. Cool car.
The pace is picking up here. Eric's having a hard time even talking to anyone now. That color with the black.
Ooh, look at the wheels on this one. See if Grant gets a good shot.
Wow. That's a beauty, isn't it?
I'm waiting for it to jump out.
There's my car. Scott Walters.
Local tail.
There it is. Yeah, that's the Shelby I rode in. Amazing. Driving on Blewett Path with that car, yeah. Highly recommend it. Fantastic.
I don't know, can I pop it out right in the middle of all this?
What do we have here, Brent?
Gosh, I don't know. That was way ahead of my time. We're looking at 40s there. Early 40s.
Beautiful paint on that as well.
49, 48, 47.
Yeah.
68 Camaro there, 67 Camaro there.
Z28. Got a lot of yellows tonight too, haven't we?
Yep.
Lots of yellows.
It's great. You see some of these cars with their whole family in there. You know,
that is
6 or 7, 8
right.
people in there.
Little kids.
Yep. I don't know if anybody saw the tires on that. I like the old white letter tires. I hope that comes back.
I like white letter. I had them on my truck growing up in high school,
I did too.
college.
And they went away from it, and they turned all the tires inside.
Ford Business Coupe.
49. What's your guys'
Mine, Chris Caton.
Chris, and you?
Steve.
Steve. Where are you guys from?
University Place, Washington.
Oh, well, welcome.
A business coupe. Have you ever heard of that?
Yes.
Thank you.
Those are one of the less expensive coupes.
Wow. Business coupe. Interesting.
Yeah, a little like an LE Corolla.
That is beautiful. What are we driving today?
41 Lincoln Continental.
Oh.
It is gorgeous. Your names?
Eddie Anchorage, Barbara.
Nice to meet you guys. Thanks for being here.
Thank you.
41 Lincoln. You don't see those every day.
No.
Look
You
at that
didn't back
gorgeous
then
car.
either.
No.
You know, not everybody in the city or in town had one of those. And we got
Changing some battery, I think, in Eric's camera out there. Yeah.
convertible Impala and a little Nova. I like the Novas.
There's been a lot of them tonight, too,
and we
haven't
don't
there?
see them very often.
No.
Wasn't a real popular car back then. I mean, they sold them for the average family out there, but
Right.
it wasn't your hot rod. They built them in a few classes where you could, you know, get a fast one here and there with some
Right.
specialties and stuff like that.
So what made a Corvette? What was the difference between a Stingray and just a regular Corvette? Do you know?
No idea.
There's got to be something involved there that made them a Stingray, right?
You know what? Next year I'll have that for you.
You know, or I will. I guess maybe I should have had it because we always say Stingrays.
Yep.
There's a green.
It's a Monte Carlo.
It is a Monte Carlo.
You know, 72 Monte Carlo, if I could find one, I'd buy it.
What'd that have in it? Did it have a 350?
Yeah, 350s. I think you might have gotten a 327 still.
Right. Oh, yeah. Right.
But they were cool cars, and I think you'll see a comeback in them. I've started to see a
Look
few
at
of them.
that engine.
Yeah, just in time to clean that before you came here tonight.
Huh. Polish is what you do with that, right? That's a sharp little car.
Sounded really good, too.
Remember, here comes not a car, it's a Volkswagen. Here's another family. Boy, the whole family in there, too. Pretty color.
I don't think you could fit any more. I
don't think you could either.
It's full.
Yeah.
Hey, there we got Eric back.
There we got him back.
That's loud. And we got the white leather tires. I like
454 in that truck. I know that, an SS. So that'll move and get about 9 miles. Wow.
That's cool. 440 Dodge Duster.
Wow. Now he's going to get a ticket.
Hey, I've seen it happen here.
Have you really?
Yes.
Happy Apple Blossom! This is fun!
I love that teal kind of green. I think it's a sharp color.
You like that?
Yeah, I do. I think it fits for just certain vehicles. I saw that Chevelle had that color earlier.
Guys,
that was sharp.
Yeah.
1950 Chevy pickup.
50 Chevy pickup. Beautiful. Your names?
Dodge Clarity.
Jaden and Robert.
All right, guys. Happy Apple Blossom.
Happy Apple Blossom.
How sharp is that, Brent? 1950 Chevy. Wonder how hard those windows are to find if you break one of those back ones out.
Yeah, you don't.
You don't. There's a combo. A Camaro pulling your boat.
I don't think I've ever seen a Camaro pull a boat.
I don't think I have either. I'll take them both.
I just say,
I'll take them both.
What he's doing.
I think he does too.
See if we see some hydraulics works here. Here we go.
They're trying. The kids are all smiles too. It's great.
So this guy, he obviously went to the junkyard because every fender and door on that thing is not the same color. Or did he do that on purpose?
I think he probably did it on purpose. Made it cool looking.
It does. Looks like the Partridge Family bus.
It does. That? It does. Yes.
Love seeing the American flags out tonight.
That's a Kaiser 1934.
1934?
Yes.
Wow, look at that. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
1934. What do you call that, Brent?
I don't know.
I've never heard of it or seen one.
I was too busy just staring at the car. Now, you know that these old boys caused a lot of problems back in his day.
Oh, and they're still causing problems.
You know, if their wives weren't in the back seat of that car right now, the show tonight would be a lot better.
They'd be giving it to it. They would. Ooh, there's a nice old Chevy, huh? A 57, Brent?
Yeah, again, you and I can't afford one of those.
Gorgeous. What are you driving?
1957 Chevrolet Bel Air.
57 Chevrolet Bel Air. Hi, ladies. Hi, guys.
I bet he's had that since brand new, too.
Is that gorgeous? Look at that car. There's the Al Capone car.
Yeah. Are we coming to an end here pretty soon?
I think we are. I think we are. Where are we about? Well, we're an hour and a half in. It goes fast, doesn't it, Brent?
Yeah, when you're having fun.
It does.
And that's a big Ford right there.
Two-tone.
So that's my type of truck right there.
There's a 280Z. That'll move.
I don't know if anybody remembers, they made the 240Z before that, and that was a cool car too.
And that is going to end it, I think, yeah.
Oh, he doesn't have any room to get in with him.
Look at that Toyota Prius. So that's a hot car, too.
I got too much stuff.
How did that?
You guys have a good time?
Yeah, oh yeah, always.
Well, Grant, I got to tell you, I had more fun tonight than I did last year.
You did?
I did.
Well,
I had
I'm
a great
glad
time.
to hear it, and we'll have more fun even next year.
Yeah, I hope so.
I think we're going to have a little different setup. I like your chair idea, so I think we'll do that next year, and got to keep this drone in the mix, that's for sure, huh?
Yeah, you guys did a great job with that tonight.
Yeah.
And the camera out on the road was absolutely fantastic.
It really was. A few more cars going by. There's an old Stingray again. That's the third or fourth Stingray we've seen tonight.
Yeah.
And I think that'll wrap it up. I think that's going to wrap it up. Well, gosh, folks, thanks for joining us tonight on the NCWLIFE Channel. Brent, thanks for being with me again.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate it.
It's always fun to be around you. And we thank all of our sponsors for supporting the Classy Chassis Parade here in East Wenatchee. And remember, the NCWLIFE Channel will be live tomorrow morning for the Milk Growers Grand Parade. Our coverage will begin at 10:30 tomorrow morning. The parade begins at 11, and we will take you right through that. And there's a lot to get to in this Grand Parade, considering it's the 100th anniversary, so we're looking forward to that.
Thanks, Grant.
You bet. Thank you, Brent. Thanks, everybody. Jessica, Rachel, Tucker, Uriah, Eric, Marion, everyone that helped out with this broadcast. Jonathan running the drone, flying the drone. I guess you don't run it, you fly it. Thank you to him as well. Y'all did a great job. And thank you, too, for joining us. And we hope you'll join us tomorrow morning for our coverage of the Grand Parade right here on the NCWLIFE Channel. Have a great night, everyone.
This concludes today's exclusive live coverage of the Les Schwab Classy Chassis Parade on the NCWLIFE Channel. Today's broadcast was made possible by these fine sponsors: Collins Fashions, The Walkabout Grill, The Antique Mall at Cashmere, Arctic Refrigeration and Heating, Merry Maids, Caldwell Banker Levine, Club Crow Bar and Grill, Apple Valley Honda, The Highlander Golf Course, Boswell's Home Furnishings, East Wenatchee Mobile Storage, and Weinstein Beverage. Once again, thanks for watching the Les Schwab Classy Chassis Parade on the NCWLIFE Channel, your local TV station.